Sairam everyone. Today I'm going to narrate an incident about how Sai taught me a lesson. This was about 2.5 years back, and we'd recently moved into an area where there was a lot of groupism. Besides the groupism, there was a lot of infighting, lot of bickering, lot of people ready to tell you don't mix around with this group of ladies, or don't listen to this lady, she is pure poison and things like that. Besides that, I also had couple of bad experiences around the city as well, where somebody had the audacity to address me as a North Indian. So with lot of prejudice. One fine day, a friend of mine headed for Shirdi, and sure enough, on the bus stand itself, there was nobody. I mean, despite us asking every other passerby, from where the bus to Shirdi would go from, nobody replied properly, and they were all very vague about it, or they just looked through you. So one bus came down, and he didn't stop. Second bus came down, and he muttered something, and he couldn't explain himself well, because we didn't understand the language. So he also just left. The third bus which came, we said, are you going to Shirdi? He said, yes, come, get onto the bus. But the driver was extremely slow through the journey, and because we were meeting another friend of ours who was coming there with our family at a certain time at the temple, it was excruciating journey, because each time I would tell the driver to hurry up, he would snap back at me. So anyway, we reached Shirdi with numerous calls from this friend of ours, saying that look, we've reached Shirdi and we are going inside now for darshans, and thereafter we'll be heading for lunch. So we said, okay, no problem, you carry on, because you're with your family, and both of us will fetch up shortly. So this was when we were just about 20 kilometers short of Shirdi. When we reached Shirdi, instead of driving straight towards the Samadhi Mandir, this man took a long circuitous route to the Shirdi bus stand, and that cost us another 40 minutes to say the least. Finally, we reached the bus stand. As we got off, another man rudely shouted at us, and already there was a lot of prejudice in the mind. And when this journey happened, by the time we finished the journey, I was seething with anger, and I said, I hate these people. They're so rude. Why can't they be more polite and more refined? Anyway, as we reached Mandir, there was a man waiting for us, arranged by my friend's husband. So with our tickets, as we moved inside, we realized that this place was swarming with people. On this particular day, being Thursday, it was jam-packed, and there was no way we can, rush through our darshans and come out within 15-20 minutes, because we were to head back the same day. So, struggling our way with the pushing and, with a lot of pushing and pulling going on and a lot of cursing going on, we somehow reached next to a gate. And this man left us saying that I'll see if I can organize an early entry for you. And while he left, we spoke to the guy at the gate. Somehow, I don't know what he saw from our face, or what he saw some urgency from our face or something. He just said, you go. And we got inside, and suddenly the other guy also turned up. And he took us towards the Samadhi Mandir. Samadhi Mandir was also so jam-packed that going inside seemed impossible. Anyway, he got us in, and then somehow You do your darshans from here only. This was almost about 50 meters behind the samadhi, the actual Baba's murti. So he said, you do your darshans from here, and we'll leave because I don't think you'll be able to go inside today. We said, as it is, seeing Baba, one started howling away. The disappointment was such that the tears kept flowing down, and suddenly, and of course, my friend also, I lost my friend also somewhere in that crowd. Suddenly, I felt a hand come and pull me right in the center of the darshan area and right in front of Baba. There are two rows on the either side. I was right in the middle and I could touch his charan. I went up so close, all kind courtesy. This gentle guy who called me his sister and said, come, I'll take you for darshans. And he took me right in front. I had beautiful darshans. Then he said, you take your time, do your darshans, and then you can leave. So I could do my proper darshans, and I stood there for so much time, though they were not allowing anybody to stand there even for a minute. So I did my proper beautiful darshans over there. Then he said, you stand here, take your time, and then you can move out. So I stood there, took my own time, praying to God, and got a lot of peace within me. All that anger just evaporated and I came out. I located my friend and then we moved out, and within an hour we left that place and came back to where we were staying. All this, when I look back, I realize all this taught me that one should have tolerance. One should not carry so many prejudices and classify people into, they're bad people, or, don't associate with them. The whole breed is like this and things like that. It taught me, you give love to anyone, you'll get abundance of it back. You be tolerant, people will also treat you in the same manner. So when I got back, I realized that if I change my attitude and not have all these prejudices inside me, I will, I'm sure, get the same response. And sure enough, today, after having gone through almost a year and a half of COVID, they're the best buddies that I have. They're the ones who we are, surviving amongst each other. And I find them the most beautiful people around. Thank you so much for listening. Sai Ram.